Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class beta. In the last session we have seen about the preparations of carboxylic acids. Those are very important for competitive exams like Koch reaction and ozonolysis reaction and oxidative cleavage reaction. Yes or no beta? Yeah. And in this video class I am going to discuss about the physical properties of carboxylic acids. From these physical properties of carboxylic acids, already most of the questions they are repeated in final board exam, like on the basis of solubility and on the basis of boiling points and on the basis of polar nature concept. So many questions they are repeated in final board exam. Okay, so one by one physical properties of carboxylic acids we are going to be discussed now. Okay na beta? Yes. So in that, first of all I am going to explain about the physical state along with odor, nothing but along with smell. Such information I am going to be explained now. So in that, you know very well, carboxylic acids, they are classified into two types on the basis of their nature. One is aliphatic carboxylic acids and another one is aromatic carboxylic acids. What is the general formula of aliphatic carboxylic acids? R bond COOH, or we can say R bonded to C double OH. Means in the place of R we should not write benzene. Then we can say they are nothing but what nana? Aliphatic carboxylic acids. For example, formic acid, methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid. Like that we can consider number of examples. So information about physical state is aliphatic carboxylic acids which are having up to the 9 carbons. Up to the 9 carbons like octanoic acid, heptanoic acid. So up to the 9 carbons, all they are colorless liquids at room temperature condition. So aliphatic carboxylic acids up to the 9 carbon, they are colorless liquids at room temperature condition, and they are having some unpleasant odor, they are having some bad smell, and also we can say that they are having pungent smell beta. Okay, all of you? Right. So up to the 9 carbon they are having pleasant odor and they are going to be exist in liquid phase and they are completely colorless. If they are having 10 carbon or more than 10 carbon, so the aliphatic carboxylic acids which are having 10 carbon or more than 10 carbon, again they are also colorless, but they are going to be exist in solid phase and they contain the nature is waxy nature, and also we can say that oily nature, means a little bit fatty acid nature. So aliphatic carboxylic acids up to the 10 carbon or more than 10 carbon, they are colorless waxy solids, means they are having oily nature. So due to their fatty acid nature, due to their waxy solid nature, and they are nothing but completely practically odorless, means 10 carbon or more than 10 carbon, such aliphatic carboxylic acids, they does not contain practically any odor, nothing but practically any smell. Only aliphatic carboxylic acids up to the 9 carbon, they are having unpleasant or pungent odor. More than 10 carbon, they does not contain any odor. Okay, information about aliphatic carboxylic acid clear beta. Now I want to tell you information about the aromatic carboxylic acid. So what was the best example of aromatic carboxylic acid? Simply we can write benzoic acid. What is the formula of benzoic acid beta? Benzene bonded to COOH. So here inside in that compound benzene ring is there. Due to delocalization of inside 3 pi bonds, benzoic acid contains aromatic nature. So aromatic carboxylic acids, for example benzoic acid, it contains what nana? They are going to be exist in the solid phase, and which type of solid it contain the nature? That is nothing but the crystalline solid nature. crystalline solid nature, same like NaCl salt nana. So aromatic carboxylic acid, best example we can consider that benzoic acid. So all aromatic carboxylic acid, they are completely colorless, but they are having the nature crystalline solid nature. That one you have to be remember, nana. Okay, but aliphatic carboxylic acid, they may be in liquid form or they may be in waxy solid form, but only aromatic carboxylic acids, they contain which nature, nana? Crystalline nature. So crystalline solid carboxylic acids are nothing but what, nana? Aromatic acids. Example is nothing but, we have to say that benzoic acid. Okay, na? Good. So information about physical state I have given about the aliphatic and aromatic carboxylic acids. Okay, good. Next thing is I want to discuss about the polar nature. Whether carboxylic acids are either carboxylic acids are polar or non-polar in nature. So clear cut we can say that carboxylic acids are polar in nature. Why carboxylic acids are polar in nature? Yes, carboxylic acids are polar in nature due to presence of two functional groups. One is nothing but the carbonyl functional group, that is nothing but C double bond O. One more is presence of hydroxyl group, that is nothing but OH. So presence of carbonyl and presence of OH, both the groups we can see in carboxylic acids. Like this, it is the formula and you know very well. R bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to OH. So in the formula of form of carboxylic acids, definitely we can see the presence of two groups. One is nothing but the carbonyl group and one more is nothing but what, nana? OH group. And both the groups, they are having polar nature. Sir, how? Yes, listen carefully. As compared to the hydrogen, here oxygen contains, you know very well, it contains more electronegativity. That means oxygen contains partial negative charge, because of it contains more electronegativity, so tendency to withdraw the electrons. That means adjacent atom hydrogen that can contribute, that can donate the electron. So here hydrogen contains partial positive charge and connected oxygen atom contains partial negative charge. So OH is nothing but hydroxyl group. It contains the nature is polar nature, plus pole and minus pole. Similarly, in that carbonyl group is there. What is the formula? C double bond O. Again here also we can say same thing. As compared to carbon, oxygen contains more electronegativity. Means oxygen can withdraw the electrons, so it contains partial negative charge, and carbon can contribute or donates the electron, it contains partial positive charge. So here also plus and minus is there. So presence of polar carbonyl group and presence of polar hydroxyl group, overall we have to say that carboxylic acids are what, beta? Polar in nature. I hope you understand this clearly. Okay, na beta? Good. Next information I want to tell about the solubility. This is the very important point for competitive and for objective exams. Okay? Yes, beta. So next information I am going to explain about the solubility. Yes. Let me consider first of all information about the solubility of lower aliphatic carboxylic acids. So information about the lower aliphatic carboxylic acids. Lower aliphatic carboxylic acids. Sir, which acids we have to say that lower aliphatic acids? So the carboxylic acids which are having up to the 4 carbons. So which carbons beta? Up to the 4 carbons. Means what we can consider the examples? 1 carbon acid, methanoic acid, and we can say that formic acid. 2 carbon acid, acetic acid. 3 carbon acid, propanoic acid. 4 carbon acid, butanoic acid. Okay na beta? So these four compounds, I want to consider that lower aliphatic carboxylic acids. So lower aliphatic carboxylic acids, they have the capable of, they can be soluble in, I mean as per chemistry language, we can say that they can be miscible in. The meaning of miscible is एक और एक से completely mix हो सकते हैं बेटा. Okay, all of you. So lower aliphatic carboxylic acids, which are having up to the 4 carbons, they goes to be soluble in. They can mix completely with water. So they can soluble or they can miscible in what beta? Water. So after that 4 carbon means 5 carbon pentanoic acid, hexanoic acid, like that. So if they are having more than 5 carbon or 5 carbon or more than 5 carbon, slowly their solubility goes to be decreases. That means as the number of carbon atoms goes to be increased, their solubility in water goes to be decreases. Due to reason why I will tell you. But you remember before that clearly, lower aliphatic carboxylic acids, which are having up to the 4 carbon, they goes to be easily soluble or they goes to be easily miscible in water. Due to reason is, this is the only very important question. The reason is because of due to the formation of a bond. The bond is nothing but the, of course you know very well, it is known as intermolecular hydrogen bond. Which type of bond beta? Intermolecular hydrogen bond. So lower aliphatic carboxylic acids, they can easily miscible in water, they can easily soluble in water. Because of the reason is carboxylic acids, they are forming intermolecular hydrogen bond with what beta? Water molecule. So how that carboxylic acids, they are going to form intermolecular hydrogen bond with water molecule. That bond formation I am going to show you now. Okay na beta? Right. So let me consider first of all the general formula of carboxylic acid. That is nothing but the R bonded to C double bond O and C double bond O bonded to OH group. Clear beta? Yes. Now you suppose here I am going to consider one water molecule. What is the formula of water molecule? H2O, and you know the structure, that one I have written as it is. Nothing but V shape or band shape molecule. Yes. And now here I am going to consider another mole of carboxylic acid, that is nothing but the R bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to OH. Clear Nana? Next I am going to consider another mole of carboxylic acid. Is that one I am going to write right side Nana. So R bonded to C double bond O, again C double bond O bonded to OH Nana. R bonded to C double bond O, C double bond O bonded to OH. Again I have written there another mole of carboxylic acid. Now, so here 3 moles of carboxylic acid I have written, and middle में क्या लिखे बेटा? Water molecule we have written. So how that carboxylic acids, they are going to make intermolecular hydrogen bond. That one I am going to show you now. Okay, listen carefully. You know very well. Here oxygen connected to hydrogen atom. Hydrogen contains little bit positive nature and oxygen contains more electronegative nature. That means tendency of withdrawing of the electrons. So due to withdrawing nature, oxygen contains partial positive nature and hydrogen contains partial positive, oxygen contains partial negative. Okay. Similarly, we have to denote in all cases. Hydrogen contains partial positive, oxygen contains partial negative. That one we have to represent in all cases. Here C double bond O group is there. Carbon contains partial positive, oxygen contains partial negative. Similarly, I am going to represent here carbon contains a partial positive charge and oxygen contains a partial negative charge. Okay. Now I am going to show you the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond. Hydrogen contains partially positive charge and oxygen contains partially negative charge. So partially positive hydrogen and a partially negatively electronegative atom always between the two, between positive and negative, there will be some electrostart, there will be some attractive force. That is nothing but what, Nana? Hydrogen bond. And the number of hydrogen bond, that symbol they have to be represented by using dotted line, and also we can say that what, Nana? Dashed lines. You know that very well. So here I am going to show you, this is your which bond? Formation of hydrogen bond. Hydrogen bond formation takes place between two different molecules. One is water, one more is carboxylic acid. Between two molecules, here hydrogen bond formation takes place, which was represented by the dotted lines. And that bond we have to say that what, Nana? Intermolecular, means between two molecules. So one type of hydrogen bond formation I have shown you. Another type. Same thing, hydrogen contains partial positive and oxygen contains partial negative. Again, between positive and negative, by using hydrogen atom, we can form the hydrogen bond. Again, we have to show the dotted lines, which indicates the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond. Similarly, we can represent towards the right side, like this. Okay, all of you. So 1 mole of water molecule, here I have shown how many types of hydrogen bonds is. Here I have shown formation of 3 types of intermolecular hydrogen bond with 3 various types of carboxylic acids. Okay, all of you, Nana. So in that manner, we have to say that simply lower aryletic carboxylic acids, which are having up to the 4 carbon, they can be easily miscible, they can be easily soluble in water due to formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Clear beta, all of you? This is a very important information for you. Good. Now, on the basis of solubility, one more small question I want to ask you. So try to say the answer. Thinking is important. Okay, beta? Yes. So first of all, here I am going to write that formic acid, HCOOH. Let me consider another example. First, suppose acetic acid with the formula CH3COOH. Now, let me consider another example of carboxylic acid, and you suppose it contains, okay, maximum number of carbons and hydrogens. Okay, like that one example I want to give you. First, suppose CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to COOH. This is 1 carbon acid, methanoic acid, and यहाँ पर 2 carbon, we can say ethanoic acid, and this is here 1 2 3 4 5 carbon, means we can say that pentanoic acid. Okay, na? So in the 3 examples, which one contains more number of carbons and hydrogens? Clearly we can say that last one contains more number of carbons and hydrogens. In all cases, common thing is COOH. That is not a big matter. Focus on number of carbons and hydrogens. So which contain? Last example contains more number of carbons and hydrogens. More number of carbons and hydrogens. That means in the 3 examples which contain longest hydrocarbon part, here no more hydrocarbon part. Here, okay, 1 carbon, 3 hydrogens are there. Here it contains 3 carbons and number of hydrogens are there. So which contains longest hydrocarbon part. Last example contains what, Nana? Last example contains longest hydrocarbon part. Due to presence of longest hydrocarbon part, hydrocarbon longest part means that contain one very special nature. The nature is called, so longest hydrocarbon part, it contains the nature is nothing but the hydrophobic nature. Which nature? Hydrophobic nature. What is mean by hydrophobic? Hydro means water, phobic means hating. Means, okay, longest hydrocarbon part, it contains the nature, hydrophobic nature. That means it is not easily going to soluble in water. Not easily going to soluble in water. That's why I have said that phobic means hating, hydro means हाइड्रेशन वाटर मॉलिक्यूल लाना. So वाटर को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते मीन्स cannot easily soluble in water. So first one easily soluble in water. Second one of course soluble, but as compared to first one it is less soluble. Why? Because of here carbon and hydrogens are there. But in last case more number of carbons and more number of hydrogens are there. That means due to presence of longest hydrocarbon part that contain the nature hydrophobic nature, water hating nature, that means it cannot soluble in water, or we can say very less soluble in water. Okay, so based on these three examples I want to say one thing clearly. Here is 1 carbon, here is 2 carbon, here is 5 carbon. So what happened here? Number of carbons increases. So one statement is as number of carbons increases, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 5 carbon. Okay, and number of we can consider none. As number of carbons increases, their solubility in water goes to be decreased. As number of carbons increases, what will be happen, Nana? Their solubility in water goes to be decreased because of due to increase of number of carbons and hydrogens. Here that hydrocarbon part that will becomes lengthy. Due to lengthy hydrocarbon part that contain the nature hydrophobic nature, they are not easily soluble in water. Okay, all of you, this is very important for you. So as the number of carbons increases, carboxylic acids, their solubility in water goes to be decreased. Due to reason is hydrophobic hydrocarbon part. Okay, all of you, yes, a point आपको remember करना पड़ेगा. This is also very important for you. This point especially for competitive point of view. Okay, all of you, Nana? Yes. And another very important information. Yes, that is nothing but the boiling points. Which information, beta? Boiling points. Already based on information so many times we have discussed. Okay, now in the form of physical property we have seen, especially in case of alcohols, in the case of aldehydes. Almost in every chapter we are discussing one of the physical property, that is nothing but what, Nana? Boiling point. And in this class I am going to give you today one complete conclusion on the basis of carboxylic acids. So which organic substances, okay, which organic compound contains more what, Nana? Boiling point, and due to reason is why. A clear conclusion I am going to give you on the basis of boiling point. Okay, na? Yes. So the information is about boiling points. Of course you can consider for melting point, boiling points as a wish, Nana, no problem. But up to the 10 carbon they are colorless liquids, na beta? इसलिए okay, and after that all are what, Nana? Solids only. Anyway, so information about the boiling points I am going to be discussing now. Listen carefully. Alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, ethers, all these compounds we have studied up to now in the organic chemistry track. So as compared to all those compounds, carboxylic acids, they are having a very higher boiling points, a very higher number. Reasons I will tell you. Okay, now? Yes. So carboxylic acids, they are having higher melting point and boiling points. Why carboxylic acids? They are having higher melting point and boiling points. Due to reason is again same thing. Carboxylic acids, they have the capable of, they can form the intermolecular hydrogen bond. They can form the intermolecular hydrogen bond. And one more very important reason is they are going to be exist in the form of dimer. They are going to be exist in the form of dimer. So what is mean by dimer? Yes, I am going to show the meaning, but try to remember first of all. So most of the carboxylic acids, they are having higher melting point and boiling points. Due to reason is they are the capable of formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond, and they are going to be exist in the form of dimer. Yes. So what is mean by dimer and how they are going to form the intermolecular hydrogen bond? That one I am going to show you in the form of structure. Okay, na beta? Right. Dimer, that means it contains 2 moles of carboxylic acids. How many moles beta? 2 moles of carboxylic acids. Between the 2 moles, we have to form the intermolecular hydrogen bond. Okay, good. So let me consider first mole of carboxylic acid. R bonded to C, C double bond O. Again you suppose it connected to OH. Second mole of carboxylic acid I am going to be considered here. R bonded to C, C double bond O. Again you suppose it connected to the group that is nothing but the OH group. Clear na? Yes. So 2 moles of carboxylic acids I have written here. Now between the 2 moles of carboxylic acids, how the hydrogen bond formation will be takes place, that one I am going to show you. So here hydrogen connected to oxygen atom. As compared to hydrogen, oxygen contains more electronegativity. That means hydrogen contains a partial positive charge, and due to electron withdrawing tendency, oxygen contains a partial negative charge. Similarly, we have to represent in all cases. Here oxygen contains partial negative, hydrogen contains partial positive, carbon contains partial positive, and oxygen contains partial negative. Here carbon contains partial positive and oxygen contains partial negative. Okay? Yes. Listen carefully. Partially positively charged hydrogen is there, and here partially negatively charged more electronegative oxygen is there. So these are the conditions for the formation of what? Hydrogen bond. And hydrogen bond formation takes place between 2 molecules, so we can say intermolecular hydrogen bond. But hydrogen bond formation, that one we have to represent by using what is the symbol beta? Dotted line symbol is the dotted lines I am going to be right here. Okay na beta? So okay, here one type of intermolecular hydrogen bond, and also we can show another intermolecular hydrogen bond by using another group of OH and C double bond O. Yes. So in that way 2 moles of carboxylic acids, okay, they are going to be exist in only one form, that is nothing but dimer form. By using the bond is nothing but strong intermolecular hydrogen bond. So for the breaking of this bond, for the cleavage of this bond, you require higher temperature. That means carboxylic acids, they are having higher melting point and boiling points. I hope you understand this story clearly. And this dimer formation mostly we can see in vapor stage and in aprotic solvents. Okay, all of you know na? This point you have to be remember, very important. Okay, so as per NCERT textbook point of view, all physical properties of carboxylic acids are clear. Now I want to give you a clear conclusion of boiling points for all the organic substances. Okay, good. So this point is very important for objective point of view. Yes, order of boiling points. Order of boiling points. Aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, ethers, hydrocarbons, whatever that may be. Among all organic substances, the organic compound with highest melting point, especially with highest boiling point, that is nothing but the carboxylic acids. So which contains highest boiling point? Carboxylic acid. After that we can see the boiling point values of alcoholic compounds. So simply we can write here alcohol. Which compounds beta? Alcohol. And after that we can see the little bit higher values, as compared to alcohol less, but next place will be occupied or taken by the aldehydes and ketones. Which compounds beta? Aldehydes and ketones. and in next place we have to be write that is nothing but the ether, and in next place almost least boiling points we have to be give the priority for what beta hydrocarbons. So this is the final order you must remember, you must keep inside the mind. So what is the general order of boiling points of the organic substances? So carboxylic acid greater than, alcohol greater than, aldehydes and ketones greater than, next one ether, and next one is nothing but hydrocarbon, and all they are having almost nearby comparable molecular masses. उनके molecular masses same हो सकते हैं, but there will be difference in boiling points. Due to reason is presence of various types of attractive forces. Okay, na beta. So which type of attractive forces are there in this respective category? That is nothing but carboxylic acids. They have the capable of formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond, and one more reason is they are going to be exist in the form of what beta dimer form. So one is formation of hydrogen bonding and they are going to be exist in the form of dimer. So dimer को break करना बहुत ही difficult है, very difficult. Okay. And what about alcohol? They won't going to be exist in the form of dimer, but they have the capable of formation of what beta hydrogen bond. Already I have shown this structure in the chapter of alcohols. Next, aldehydes and ketones. They do not have the formation capable of formation of hydrogen bond, but they contains polar nature. And we have to say one special word we have utilized there, that is nothing but the aldehydes and ketones. They are having a special type of attractive forces, that is nothing but the dipole attractive forces. I have shown that also in the topic of physical properties of aldehydes and ketones. And ether. So ether we can't see dipole forces, but little bit we can see the polar nature. So ethers little bit they are having polar nature of CO, means carbon to oxygen, we can see little bit polar nature. Hydrocarbons, for suppose alkane, alkene, alkyne, example ethane, number of we can consider. So hydrocarbons, you know very well, I hope we can't denote their plus and minus. That means hydrocarbons generally they are having the nature is nothing but non-polar nature. Which nature beta? Non-polar nature. So I have given here 4 different regions. Of course, hydrocarbons are non-polar in nature. Remaining all are polar in nature. But that is not enough to say the answer of boiling point. Boiling point information we have to give on the basis of types of attractive forces and types of arrangement of the structure. So which are having more boiling points now? Carboxylic acids, because of they are the capable of hydrogen bond formation and polar nature and exist in the form of dimer. What about alcohol? Polar and hydrogen bond. What about aldehydes and ketone? Polar okay, but dipole forces. And hydrocarbons are completely non-polar in nature. Very less attractive forces will be there. Okay, all of you know. So this order, try to remember must and should. This is very important for you. Okay, all of you know. Good. So I am going to consider 3 compounds. Give the order of give their boiling point order. Okay, I hope you can say. Try to say now. So one thing is I am going to consider that acetic acid CH3COOH. I am going to consider one more example, ethanol, or we can say ethyl alcohol. Formula is C2H5OH. Another example I am going to consider ethane, nothing but CH3 bond CH3, and also we can consider that C2H6. So one is hydrocarbon example I have taken. Randomly I am considering examples. One more I have taken alcohol. One more I have taken carboxylic acid. And try to observe here all these compounds they are having 2 carbons. Ethanoic acid. This is ethanol and this is ethane. But of course all they are having 2 carbon, but which contains more boiling point. So the answer is nothing but carboxylic acid. It contains more boiling point as compared to the ethanol and as compared to the ethane. The reasons I have given above. So carboxylic acids, I mean ethanoic acid, contain higher boiling point due to reason is formation of hydrogen bond and going to be exist in the form of dimer. And ethyl alcohol is definitely it forms only hydrogen bond, and ethane hydrocarbon part non-polar in nature. In that manner we have to decide the order of boiling points of the respective category substances. Okay, all of you? Yes, this is your clear-cut story of physical properties of the carboxylic acids. Okay, all of you know now. So among all, most of the times in the preparations and most of the times in properties, generally we will consider the compound that is nothing but what, Nana? Acetic acid. Multiple times we will use this word, we will use this formula. So especially I want to say about the 2 to 3 pints of what, Nana? Acetic acid I want to tell you, because of this is very important compound. Okay, all of you? Yes. Yeah. So information about the acetic acid I am going to tell you. What is the formula of acetic acid? CH3COOH. And what is the another name of acetic acid, Nana? IUPAC name is nothing but ethanoic acid. Yes. So first point I want to say that acetic acid is a colorless liquid, because of already I have told you up to the 9 carbon all are colorless liquid. Acetic acid contains 2 carbon, yes, it is a colorless liquid. And one more thing I want to tell that it contains the order is unpleasant odor, already I have told you, and also we can say that it contains the order is nothing but the pungent odor, bad smell. Next thing is I want to say about the boiling point information. What was the boiling point of acetic acid? So the boiling point of acetic acid is, we can write that is about around 118 degrees Celsius. How much, Nana? 118 degrees Celsius. This is the boiling point value of acetic acid. Okay, means remaining 2 compounds they are having less than 118 degrees. Okay, all of you? Good. And one more thing, acetic acid, of course it contains acidic nature. That means they are having the test is nothing but they are SAW2 test or SAW-in test. 100% acid का nature तो वही हो सकता है. And one more thing I want to tell that acetic acid it going to be easily soluble in water, and we can say that it going to easily miscible in water, because of the reason is formation of intermolecular hydrogen bond. Yes. And one more thing, very important point I want to tell you. Sir, what is mean by glacial acetic acid? Glacial acetic acid. Yes, important for 1 mark also. What is mean by glacial acetic acid? Simply we have to say one word. Glacial acetic acid is nothing but the 100% of CH3COOH. 100% of CH3COOH. That means the acetic acid which will be free from the water molecule means 100% of pure CH3COOH. That one we have to say that glacial acetic acid. And along with this we have to remember one more point. This is very important for you. Sir, what is mean by vinegar is important for you. Again important for 1 mark. This is important for theory cum objective. What is mean by vinegar, or we can say vinegar as a Vishnana? So vinegar ka meaning you know very well, that is nothing but what, Nana? Acetic acid. But you have to maintain the concentration. How much concentration of acetic acid? That concentration is important for objective point of view. And for 1 mark question already repeated in the final board exam also later. So vinegar is nothing but the 6 to 10% of acetic acid. 6 to 10% of acetic acid, we have to say that is nothing but what, Nana? Vinegar, it going to be used in food industry, because of it going to be used as food preservative material also. Okay, so 6 to 10% concentration of acetic acid, we have to say that vinegar, and 100% of acetic acid, we have to say that glacial acetic acid. And above physical properties almost you know very well. Okay, all of you know. And in tomorrow's class, I'm going to discuss about the chemical properties of carboxylic acids. Okay, now better. So try to maintain a clear fair notebook. Okay, and try thoroughly make the practice, Nana. Good luck.